and it is the home of raw and relevant conversations because we don't edit. We just have a conversation with some legends, game changers, trailblazers. So today, Belle Dawes, Jessie Wardlaw, Brisbane Lions, premiership winners, about to go back to back. Hey, ladies.
How you doing?
What's up?
Look, not much. You've just got so much swag, both of you.
I feel like we bring out the best in each other.
Oh, we do. That's so nice.
Yeah, I love this. We're going to get to know you both a lot better soon, but we just like to start things off with a fast five. So, are you ready?
Yeah, throw it at us.
Okay, great. So, my fast five for both of you. Jessie, you're going to be first off the blocks each time, and then you follow suit.
Okay.
Yeah.
First kiss, Jessie.
Like, when was my first kiss?
I'll go first because I'm faster.
Yeah,
grade 7 on the bus.
Oh my God, that's really naughty.
Yeah. And I rejected because I was so nervous. It hit my cheek.
Grade 7 as well, behind the library at lunchtime.
Yes. Okay, party trick.
Party trick, I can solve a Rubik's Cube. That's like, I wouldn't really pull it out at a party, but like it's kind of a trick, I guess.
Yeah, that's great. I can't.
Party trick is, I reckon I could do a backflip. Yeah.
Right now.
Sorry. I reckon I could do a backflip, or I can
I
do
reckon
it.
like if I need to pull out a trick, like to get attention, I reckon I could do a backflip. I've
Like
done
you'd
it. I've done
attempt
it
it.
back in the day, and I reckon I could send it. Yeah.
Okay, no, wait. When was back in the day?
Year 9.
Okay.
If you had to do it,
That's my
she
party
could do
trick.
it.
Okay, yeah.
I'm pulling it out.
It's your party trick, so I shouldn't even question it. Most annoying teammate.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Dax.
No, we love
you.
it. We love it.
That's
Love it.
great.
We
That's
love it.
Dakota Davidson, yeah?
Yeah, Dakota Davidson. Nah, she's good energy, good vibes,
Yeah.
but yeah, she can just come out with some random things sometimes.
Yeah. I'd say I'm a close runner-up for her, but
Yeah,
close
Belle's
runner-up.
pretty annoying in a funny way though.
Okay. I like how you're trying to save yourselves here. When she watches this, she's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
No, but like every interview any of our teammates do, yeah.
all right. See what they say.
Oh, for sure.
the
I've
same.
only interviewed her once, and at the end, she was like, damn it, guys, I forgot to promote ticket sales, or like, we're really close to memberships. I think it was like, you were really
Yeah.
close to a certain number. And she was like, hang on, can we just do it again?
Yeah.
And I was
she's
like,
so
this
funny.
is gold. Yeah. All right, superstitions. Do you have one?
No, I don't have any superstitions. I just roll with it.
Yeah, I roll with it too.
Oh,
Don't need to have that.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're having a coffee, but maybe
That's just like a routine type
that's just,
thing.
yeah. That's an addiction.
It's a healthy addiction. All right, go-to cheat meal.
Waffles
Damn, I
with
didn't even
ice
know this
cream
about
and
her.
like chocolate. I don't know. I think I've just been craving it lately. So
Yeah,
it's on
I was
my
like,
mind.
I've never seen you eat waffles.
Like something really sweet and like sugary.
Yeah. What
I'd
about-
go a bag of salt and vinegar chips.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Thin cut though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's not a meal. Like, was it a
Oh,
meal?
it could
or
be a
chicken?
meal if-
It
could be a
It
meal.
could be a meal if you want it to
A
be
whole
meal.
bag.
I mean, do you know how many she
If
eats?
your mouth is a burning after you've eaten them, you haven't
had
eaten enough.
No.
Oh, mouth burning and no skin at the top of your mouth. Oh. All right, the other homework I have to get you to do is one word that best describes you. Jessie, I know you had 2, so you're going to go
Yeah.
second. But
Yeah.
what happens? What's your word,
All
Belle?
It was hard to think of because I had to pull all these words just flooded my mind, you know.
I've been thinking about it all week.
Been thinking about it all week. Couldn't sleep, sleepless nights. And the one word I've put together is energy.
I love.
If we could get like
Oh,
a sound
sorry,
effect
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Woo! Sound
We'll
effect.
do that in post-production.
Yeah, sounds good. No, I just go energy. I mean, that's what we are, but I just feel like that's what I am. Putting off energy vibes. Catch this energy. Might not always be up, but it's like just a good vibe, I guess, you know.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
And when I was thinking about words and I was thinking about, what's Belle going to do? I actually thought of energy. I was like,
Yeah.
to me, like Belle was always like energy. And like in our team, if the energy is flat or just not there, like Belle doesn't even try, but she lifts the energy like just naturally.
So nice.
Like her energy is always high. Like even if she's like, like not feeling it, like
Thanks,
I feel
dude.
like she like gives off really good energy all the time.
Love
This is
that.
the best chat I've ever had.
That's so nice. And now what's your word?
Okay, mine is pretty similar, but it's vibes. So like I feel like vibes are so important for me. Like meeting new people, like do you give off good vibes? Do they give off good vibes? Like I don't know, just doing things that make me feel like a good vibe inside. Like whatever I wear, like, is it cool vibes? I don't know.
Yeah.
Just all the time, it's just the vibes.
We were talking about this before, and I was thinking, what's Jessie's word? I'm like, oh, it could be like reggae. Even came into my mind. But then I'm like, no, she's also so like motivating at sport and just can put this like business side to her. She's just got so many sides, and I was like, no matter where she is, she can always vibe with someone or like make the mood vibe. So that's why I'm like, dude, you're just a vibe. Like,
Just a vibe.
doesn't matter what's going on. Like, we're in a meeting, vibe.
It's so fun.
We're out,
It could be like
vibe.
chill vibe, like
Yeah.
hustle vibe, like
Hype.
motivated vibe, hype
Yeah.
vibe. Just, it's a vibe.
There's so much energy and there's so
Yeah.
many vibes.
Vibes.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
now.
it's a
I'm
vibe.
loving it. See, I feel super comfortable with both of you, and I hardly know you. So how
No.
good's that?
That's good.
So
That's
good.
good.
Yeah. And
Wait,
this is,
can you do your word?
Yeah,
I've
what's
never
yours?
even. I don't even know.
You don't even know. All right.
You've never
well,
thought about it.
that's your homework.
No, because I always give it to everyone else.
No, this
Yeah.
is actually an interview for you.
Yeah.
Who's the journo here?
Fast one. What is that? What's the answer to
I
that?
think dominant came into my head actually.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
In a
just like
non-sexual way.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a boss
Boss.
type.
Yeah,
dominant.
like
Yeah.
I just want to leave a legacy. So I feel like in my head I want to dominate.
That's
life.
nice.
the industries. Yeah.
Yeah,
Love
yeah,
that.
in
Clapping
a great
sound
way.
effects. That's
Yeah.
great.
Change. Anyway, cool. Back to you
Yeah.
two.
Flip it on.
This is so raw. We can't cut this out. But
Oh, no.
we just have these conversations that are in it unedited and just good yarns where we find out a bit more about you. And for both of you, so Belle, you're 20, you play as a midfielder for the Brisbane Lions. You're 22, Jessie, and you play up front as a forward for the Brisbane Lions. You've both won a flag. But away from that, you also have this Sistergood at the Brisbane Lions. And I came across it because, Jessie, you plugged it on the radio, which I absolutely love.
Yes.
And then it made me think, what is Sistergood and why do you both get around it and wanted to start it?
Yeah, so our media team kind of came to us and said, like, we want to create this platform that has nothing to do with AFL or the Brisbane Lions, but has to do with, like, the girls and the players and our kind of stories. And we want it to be just, like, all good vibes, just be positive and, like, yeah, I think it's just a platform for us to kind of share what we do outside of footy, all the good things that are in our lives. And I think, yeah, it's just a kind of platform for people to go on and maybe even get motivated or just talk about topics that need to be talked about. But yeah, our media team kind of just come to us and say, look, this is the theme of the month. If you guys have any content or want to put anything towards the theme, like, feel free to put it on the socials. So I think it's a really cool idea. It's still we're still working on trying to make it bigger and spread it
More
a bit
ideas,
more. But I think it's really cool.
When he came to us, like, everyone just jumped on board because we do have a lot of characters, like, outside of footy. Like, yeah, we all play footy, but, you know, we got mums on the team. Like, I'm 20, like, there's so many people coming just out of school, studying. But I think, like, the one thing that kind of all brings us together as well as, like, that Sistergood community, just empowering, like, self-love, like our self-care routines. So I feel like all of that kind of stuff just brings us all together. So that's why everyone jumped on board with it.
Yeah, and Phil is the brains behind that.
Yeah.
He has gals as well. So
Yeah.
how good is it having a male in the space? You've surrounded by quite a few because Craig Starcevich, your coach, is a huge,
So passionate.
huge fan and also like a massive ambassador. But Phil does the gals, does the Sistergood, and clearly you need that. Hey, you need men supporting what you want to do.
Yeah, it's so cool. Like, he's just so motivated to, like, he's like trying to be a voice for us, and it's so cool that it's a guy like trying to share that voice, because often it's just females empowering females. But yeah, I think he does a really good job at, like, trying to share that or, like, share our stories for us.
Yeah, super cool. Hey, we have, like, a partnership for this podcast with Workplace Law, and Shane and Athena, I feel like they give off the same vibes and energy with you two, and they've just been awesome to help this podcast get up and running. So massive shout out to them, and also if anybody needs any workplace assistance, so if you need representation at a tribunal, or if you've got contract chats or sponsorship that you need to get help with, or even if it's just like you as a human being, you need a little bit of direction, you can go to workplacelaw.com.au. They are unreal. I should have mentioned them off the top. But moving on, you spoke about just then saying Sistergood, it's great to have, you know, Phil and the media team backing you and showing off these personalities that you have in this women's space. How bad can it be, and maybe you don't experience it in the Brisbane Lions team, but sometimes women fail to support each other. Do you find that?
Yeah, I think I was actually listening to the Millie Brown podcast. I did do my research.
Yeah, I'm proud.
Millie Boyle, sorry.
Yes, yeah.
I think it's interesting, like, with our generation, the people that we're surrounded by all support women, but it's hard to understand that, like, people outside of our little circle don't. And I think, like, a lot of the maybe older generations too struggle to get around it just because that's the way it's always been.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because I'm super noticing the change, and it's so healthy, and it's great. Like, I was at the beach the other day, and this chick was like, "Yes, queen! Oh my gosh, yes, babe, love that!" And I thought, this is so not, but it was so awesome. Yeah, and I feel like you're on the same path as that, being in your early 20s. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And I think, like, when we play at footy, we're all kind of going for the same goal, so we're kind of like pumping each other up to get to that goal. And I think outside of life, sometimes people just scrape by themselves to get to where they're going, and don't realise that the person next to them's doing the same thing. So it's kind of good to have that mentality outside. Like, we're all on the same path. Like, we're all going through struggles. Like, let's just
why not do it together? Like, and that's what the Sistergood comes from. Is like we have to work together to achieve our goals. And like being in a part of a team comes so naturally for us because that's what we do. But yeah, I think without that, like, it's so hard to achieve what you want to do without like a network of people like helping you get there and achieve the same goals. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this makes me want to talk about expansion. Okay, let's go back.
My mind's going like that too.
Let's go back to the premiership because massive win over the Crows, and trying to go back to back would be huge. It just got announced that you'll play this Sunday against Collingwood. It's do or die. Yeah. But take me back to the scenes, run me through it, the memories. How great.
It's like an unforgettable weekend. I think like my first memory from that weekend was when we were on the bus from the airport to the hotel, and we were just looking at each other like, we're here, like we're in Adelaide. We're here to play a grand final.
Pitch yourself moment.
It was just like oh my God, like we like have to be in the moment right now to get everything out of what we want to do here. Like we cannot like think too far ahead or think about the game. Like we're on the bus right now, we're on the way to like it was kind of like a live in the moment type situation where we didn't want to like lose a second of it because we knew it was like just for the weekend, and we knew we had a job to do and we knew like the result we wanted, and like how
I feel like everyone was feeling that on the bus too. Like everyone's like present, enjoying the process, not rushing. Like it was just yeah.
And I remember we had a conversation, like I think I watched like some motivational speech or something to get me pumped up.
She always does this on the bus.
We always like, we just vibe with each other like, it was just like we had this message that we kind of wanted to share to the group about like how are we going to like attack the day, and like we're not
in the hype up.
We're not in the leadership group or anything, so we didn't have the game speech to give, but we were like, we need to share like our message and like our kind of like calmness with the group just to like get the energy
with our energy and vibe way.
We wanted to lift the group of the whole energy, and like the best way we know how is like through music and being goofy. Like we're very silly people, so we like put the two together and we came up with like a rap song that we could give to the team before the day before game day, like just to hype the girls up.
This is great.
Yeah, this is on the back of the bus. We're like looking at each other. We're like,
And
like,
we do this in
level up.
Yeah, because we just wanted to get the point across to the girls that like we were here for a reason, and like we just had to be in the moment to get the job done. And like as long as we stuck to whatever what we do best, like there was no way we were going to lose.
So we just literally got out pen, paper, got out my instrumentals. Jessie starts writing all of the girls' names, write down all the names, write down what they're good at. Yeah. And we just
hyped them up.
Put it into a song.
Yeah.
Stop!
Yeah. And then like we had our team meeting the day before, and I remember like Craig was giving us a meeting about Oppo. Like me and Belle like
we're sitting there like, yes, we got so surprise for
everyone. And we got up and we just like
we're like, Craig, they're like, all right, everyone go. We're like, Craig, got something for the girls.
Yeah. And we
UE boom speaker.
Like no rehearsal too. Like we did our captain's run just for that meeting, and everyone was like getting ready to leave and go on the bus. We ran to the bus, put the headphones on, and we were just like trying to like finish this song. Yeah. Then when we got back to the hotel, we had like just finished, haven't even rehearsed it. Yep. And we
got up,
improvised.
We got up. Jesse's got a beautiful hook voice, so I'm like,
amazing voice.
All right, you take the chorus. My singing voice isn't up there, so I'm like, I'll spit the rap.
She's got the lyrics.
We got the lyrics, so
yeah,
we're
she's
spinning the
the
rap.
brains.
Everyone's like into it. We're like, how good is this? Everyone's nodding their heads. Cameras start coming out.
Yeah.
And I think you obviously know the song. You know the song, Where's the Love?
Black
yeah.
Eyed Peas.
Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's the instrumental we did. Wow. And then we're spinning around the same. But we changed we kind of kept the same,
Rhythm.
rhythm
to
and
the
chorus.
hook.
And we
Yeah.
changed it to, We Want the Cup.
Like we want the cup
Yeah.
instead of where is the
Where's
love.
and so,
At the end.
I'm
at
trying
the
to
end-
picture that. Sing
well,
it.
we'll
Give
sing
me-
it. We'll sing
oh,
it for you
thank
in
you.
a sec. So we ended up, everyone with like jumped up, surrounded us, hugged us, like
Yeah.
was so hyped up. It was like we're at the clubs.
Yeah.
But then later we ended up winning, and we're out, and we're just roaming the streets of Adelaide. All of our medals on, got the cup, and we were like, we won
We
the
won the
cup.
cup.
We won
the
the
cup.
cup. Oh, it sounds bad now. No. Picture it. We won the cup. We won the cup. We won the cup. And we're all just like, everyone's
Yes.
screaming it like,
Yeah.
yeah, different kind of flow there, but
Yeah. With the instrumental, it would have sounded a bit better.
But the girls just kind of like fully
they
grabbed,
got around it.
got around it,
That is the
screamed
best.
it from the top of their lungs.
Oh
all
my
through
god! I wish you
Adelaide.
could like just jam that whole thing to me for the rest of this podcast right now.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you'll get a little snippet after.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's pretty like
Yeah.
Yeah.
in-house because some of the things we talk about is like in-house only.
In-house,
and
few little
Yeah, yeah.
F-bombs there, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, that's
talking about the Oppo and
Yeah,
it's-
okay.
Keep
no one
on
really
DL.
wants to hear it.
But do you feel like, so you talk about being in the present and
Mhm.
everyone was on the same page.
Yep.
Isn't that like a tingling experience when you know everyone, same vibe, same
Yep.
energy?
You don't need to say it.
That's
Yeah,
so
like we're
cool.
looking at each other and we're thinking the same thing.
Mm.
And I feel like that was like we knew we were going to be at the grand final.
Yeah.
No one said it on the bus, but we knew we were going to win. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? All before the weekend. Like, we
It's
didn't
like
say
we just
it.
have like a trust in each other too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like there is no way like that person in the front row is going to let me down. Like
Yeah.
we just know we have to play for
Yeah.
each other, and if we
100%.
perform and like do the team thing, like there is no way
Yeah.
that like we can fail.
Like, we'll go out and we'll both be signing the forts. I'm like, I'm going to make you bog.
yeah,
best
best
on
on
ground.
ground. Like we make each other great.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that's and
That's
like
the
you can't
thing.
fail doing that.
yeah.
I can
So
make it look
like
good.
I know we're going into the final series now, but like week by week, we're just always like, this is the game. This
Yeah.
is the game we're playing now. All we have
Enjoy
to do is do what we do best.
Yeah.
And perform at our best, and like there's no way like we can lose.
Yeah.
That's so cool. It's super special. That's so special.
I think
Yeah.
the way we think about it is like each year we get better mindset
Yeah,
about it,
deeper.
and like
Grow.
less nerves and more about being in the present. Like you lose all your nerves, and
Yeah.
like you lose like the pressure from the outside. It's just like just you and your teammates.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so fast forward, and we're talking a final series now. Collingwood Sunday. You're going with the same mindset, same processes.
Yeah.
You've grown more,
Mhm.
but away from AFL.
Yep.
Who are you both?
Who am I?
Who are you? To,
You know-
to summarize yourself, Belle.
Oh, well, that's a good question. Well,
know who you are.
I live.
You're a sunny coast.
Yeah, I live on the sunny coast.
Girl.
Girl, yeah.
You want to do each other?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Belle Dawes, sunny coast girl, loves the sun, loves being at the beach, loves the ocean. She's a skater girl, so she's got mad vibes on the skateboard. She's way
This is
better
the word
than
of the
me.
day.
She's super motivated. She's super humble. She loves her family and her friends and the people around her. And everything she does, she gives it her best and is always like trying to get better and like level up in everything you do.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah,
That
thanks.
was beautiful.
Yeah.
So that's who I am.
It's all love in
Okay.
this room.
Yeah.
All right, now it's on to Jessie Wardlaw.
Yes.
Who is Jessie? Well, we know she's vibey, heaps of different vibes. But no, she can pull out a ukulele, start strumming, singing a beautiful song. Tears come out of your eyes, or she can pull out a Rubik's Cube, solve that. She can pull out her book and start showing you engineer notes. I have no idea what's on it because
Doesn't make sense.
it does
to
not
you?
make any sense. She's super smart in that way. But then she's also just, you're a hustler.
Yeah,
She
I'm a
knows she is.
hustler.
Yeah. She'll be like, oh, I did this the other day, just got some money. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And she's like, oh, yeah, this other odd job, yada, yada, yada. Oh, I'm doing this. Just started this business. I'm like, what are you doing, Jessie? Like, it's just so random.
It's a
So
hustle.
heaps of different sides, but you're also super humble too, but super determined. I love it. I think
That's right.
we're pretty similar. I think that's why we vibe so much. But
Yeah.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
always looking to improve.
Yeah.
In
We're always on
footy
the same
and
page, I
life.
feel like.
Yeah. Oh,
That got me a
Are you
second
okay?
time. I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Gosh,
Oh, it might have been
especially
me
you
shots.
guys, your energy and vibes are like so high
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
It's messing with all this.
Is it
It's all
messing
going
with
through
you
you.
guys or is it alright?
I think was it me touching this?
No, it shouldn't be.
Nah,
It's me
nah.
fiddling.
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
If it
Yeah.
happens again, we'll ask the guys. But
Yeah.
Kiwi born as well.
Yeah.
And came
Yeah.
over as a youngster.
Yeah, when I was super young. So I
Mhm.
grew up down south in Logan. And lived here my whole life, but always back and forth. Like I've got family in New Zealand, so I'm always there. Like every second I can go home and see my fam. But Brizzy girl,
Yeah, Brizzy girl who is now an engineer or studying engineering.
studying to be a civil engineer. Yeah, so I'm in my second year, so I like had about 5 years off after school just to like figure myself out, focus on footy. But now I'm on that study grind and just getting myself ready for like a career post footy or even at the same time as footy if that's needed. But I think it's really cool just like chipping away at something that's like not sport related and it's something that's like completely different, but I'm super like interested in it. And I think it's going to be really cool to like be in a different industry other than sport, just to like learn more about like the world and meet new people that just so different interests. And I'm loving it so far.
Do you work outside of trying to train as well at the moment?
Yeah. So I work at a warehouse with some of the other girls, just for a little extra cash. But mostly just studying and training, and then earning some extra cash at a warehouse too. And Belle does the same thing.
Okay, because you're doing some coaching clinics.
Yeah,
as
I
well?
used to do some coaching in the off season, but kind of clashes being at the coast, and it's a bit too much footy like during season. But I did do some coaching, which was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Just with some young girls.
And then outside of playing footy and working, are you studying at all?
No, not studying anything. Just haven't found anything that's like stuck out to me yet. But I'm
She's
feeling.
constantly learning though.
Yeah.
I'm like reading and like listening to podcasts, listening to your beautiful voice in my ears. Like just
Yeah.
learning stuff about that and just more about myself. And
Figuring things out.
but yeah,
I think it's really important that you can be proud of like not studying. Not everyone
Yeah.
has to study,
Oh.
you know?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. This leads me to the next question about AFLW expansion because they took the next step and they've gone, we're going to have all teams have an AFLW team. Super cool. You're only having a short break. You're going to lead in August to start the rounds, which means we were talking before, a month off.
Yep.
Pre-season starts. How do you go money-wise with the situation at the moment? Is it becoming too difficult or is it ready for that transition?
I think like
Yeah.
I think it's kind of cool. Like in terms of money, the season being brought forward means that like we don't have that off season where we're not getting paid. So we'll only have that 1 month off where we're not getting paid. But usually when it's that 6 months, like for me as a uni student, it's like I need to make money here to like, like survive because you're
Yeah.
not getting that footy pay, and the pay we do get is not enough to like live off it in that 6 months. So I think in terms of money, it's really good that it's being pushed forward so girls can have a constant income like we are full time. But the CBA is currently getting negotiated, and we're trying to fight for more money. And I think it is progressing, but it is just a slow process. Like it's not just going to get changed overnight. But we're constantly fighting and like working with the AFLPA to like make it just livable and like kind of live the lifestyle that we want to as professional athletes.
And I think that's like with August being brought forward, it's heading in the right direction for that full time. You know what I mean? So it's kind of on the way. Even with the expansion, like it's on the way. Like
To
it's
get
not.
bigger,
It's
yeah.
never been stagnant really. Like
Yeah.
the whole time it's progressed.
Step by
So,
step,
yeah.
it's getting better.
Yeah.
With the expansion teams, like obviously there's been talk about like the standard of the competition shifting because like for us we've been a team and
Foundation,
foundation team, so we're so
Yeah.
like experienced and developed as a team, and like putting a new team in the competition will definitely like have a range.
You look at the ladder and you can see the expansion teams and
Yeah.
where they're ranked, and
But I
you
think
kind of
like,
get a gist of how they go.
it's definitely like the right move to get the game moving forward. I think just for now it's going to be a bit hard, like
Yeah.
trying to equal the teams. But I think it's really cool that like those 4 expansion teams gives girls another opportunity to live their dream. Like that's another 120 people that get to like live this dream with us, and I think that's really cool in itself.
It's just cool that women get an opportunity, right? Like
for sure.
from August, you're going to have women, more than 50% of the population are going to be able to watch and see that you can be part of this. And it's not going to be huge deals through the roof, but at least the AFLW has taken that step to do that for women. Cricket have been a bit of a powerhouse and leading the charge, and I think from you expanding, I say you, but AFLW expanding.
We are the AFL.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody, like other codes go, whoa, what are we doing? How are we going to, netball's almost like fallen off the tracks, and then you've got NRLW, which you both know I'm pretty involved in. And they're like, we have to expand. We have to, because I'm like, if you don't, people are going to another code. Women are going to play other codes.
100%. And I think, like we were talking before, how much AFL's grown in Queensland. Me just graduating school here and seeing how much it's grown with women, like young girls, I should say. Like, there's so many academy teams, so many girls have got around it, and the level is so good. So there's going to be a whole, like,
generation of
there's
girls
going to be
that
a
are
whole
coming
new generation
through.
coming through,
Yeah.
and it's going to be ready, like, for them to just go in. Like, it won't be new. Like, they'll come into a club and it'll be
established.
set.
Like when they're ready to come, like it will be established and ready for them to just slot in so easily. But I think you do a lot of coaching with like young girls as well, so you get to see like a lot of girls.
I get to see, and the level, and like it's just I'm actually blown away by it. Like, having in little academies, like when I played at the Sunny Coast, it was like 4 teams for like under 17, so it was like you're 14 to 17, you play against 4 teams, and now there's like all these different academies, there's squads,
pathways,
Queensland, like it's just awesome to
future
see.
teammates.
So I think like it's heading in the right direction, and like what more can you ask for? Because that's what we're asking for, really, is like female athletes,
Just
the
asking
population.
for a go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And Jessie, you came across from netball for you, Belle, growing up down south. Did you get to play Aussie rules all the way through?
So I played with boys from under 9s till I was 13 with my brother, and then, can't play anymore.
Yeah.
Just
going
cut
through
off.
puberty.
Yeah. Like girls
Basically.
can't play.
Yes. But then I moved to Queensland, and Mum's like, oh, do you want to play in this girls team at Coolum? And I was like, I'll give it a go. And I honestly enjoyed it so much. Like, I got picked into like a regional team, state team, and I just made so many friends, and it just became my community, and I've never looked back from there. Like, it was really awesome. I didn't think I'd actually enjoy girls footy. I was like, because that's even what I thought. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because I come from Victoria, I played with boys. I was the only girl on the team.
Won't be
and I was like,
fun,
we'll see how it goes. And I just loved it so much. And that, like I said, it was 4 teams, and I couldn't wait to train, play with them. And
How old were you?
Oh, I was 14, 15.
Okay, so you got to continue playing throughout. That's the exciting part, right?
100%.
So when people say, there's a lot of critics, haven't you watched the AFLW now? There's such a difference between the top and bottom teams. I'm like, oi, mate, have you watched the AFL now?
Yeah.
Like, a century on, and they're still
Mic
pretty
drop.
great. Yeah. But is that the frustrations that you both feel as well?
It is hard to like hear those comments, but at the same time,
is.
it's like, oh, like I don't really care because you're not a part of this. Like, we get to see what happens in the change rooms, and we know what it's like to be out on the training track like 5 times a week, like the grind that we do. Like, they're just people that have opinions at the end of the day.
I think the best comment back I've ever seen was when the women's basketball was about to start, and they posted it, and then some 15-year-old little boy just commented, "Who cares?" And then they commented back and they said, well, we've looked at your account and you seem to love Kobe Bryant, and he really cared. So if he's such an inspiration like he says he is on your account, then you should care too. And I think like that's really powerful when there's a lot of, you got like men in the AFL or all these different sports, like really high profile backing it. Like why can't some person on the couch who doesn't really do it, I don't know.
Yeah.
Being a little troll.
Little love goes a long way, doesn't it?
So
yeah. That's so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm really pumped for you both. And I think just talking about it and giving it more press, giving it more exposure, like it all counts. And I think a big one is I love that this generation coming through are super supportive, like you've said, all the women around your age and in your club, super supportive of each other. I think it's a bigger conversation to have with women in our country and around the world.
Like people outside of sport or like from different sports or like just people I meet at uni, they're like, oh, what do you do, whatever. And they're like, oh, I'll come watch a game. And it's like, there you go. Like,
Yeah.
You're
it's
like,
another
yes,
person.
fed.
Yes, I've turned. Yes, great. Before we wrap things up, I actually noticed you both have a couple of tattoos.
Yeah. We
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Can you tell me about them?
Which,
How many? How many
This-
do you have, Belle?
I've got 4.
4. Okay. It's hard because people
Where's
can
the
watch
cam?
no, they can see off the camera. So yeah, tell me.
This one, so I wanted the word, and I was like, what word am I going to do? Again, like trying to choose the word for myself. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, what's the word? So I did everything. So now I have every word on here. Do you know what I mean? No,
Everything.
Everything. Like,
Got a
everything,
tattoo of
everything
everything.
good, everything
Everything.
bad. Like, everything's just so good.
everything's just
And that's on
everything.
your wrist.
Yeah,
And then
I've just got like the
back.
third eye kind of thing.
Yeah,
going
that's
on,
cool.
A bit
a
spiritual.
lot of detail.
And then I just got this little funky character. So
It's like a
just to show off my tricep.
yeah.
Yeah.
When she flexes
Triflex.
And this is the fade. This is crowd pleaser. Can
Uh,
you see that?
oh, you have to up a bit higher. Is that Hangman?
No.
Are you
Oh,
okay?
sorry.
Tilt your head upside down. You'll see
where
it.
is it? Try to get the
You
camera.
can you not see that?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, I'm gonna
I
come
don't know
this
what
way.
that is. What
Why
is
am
it?
I
No.
come this way?
Now can you see it?
Oh, Bart! Oh,
it's just
oh my gosh! I just need to see it the
that
right way.
Hangman?
Yeah, I was like, turn your head upside down. You should see it.
For our listeners, that was Bart Simpson. It was not Hangman.
She's got to cut that part out. Let me tell you.
Tattoo idea though. We could do Hangman.
Hangman, yeah.
Maybe
Oh, look at
not.
Jessie.
What
This
about
is
you,
beautiful.
Jessie? How many have you got?
I've got about like 8 or 9. My first tattoo is one on my ankle. I'll show you it.
Yeah.
I've got no shoes on.
Oh, multi-design.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's a Tamil course. So that was my first tattoo when I was 18, and I got the same one with my sister, and I just wanted to like connect to my culture and have that kind of with me all the time, because like living in Australia is so hard to connect to my culture sometimes. I
Yeah.
really have to put myself out there to learn like more about it. So I think having like my Tamil course, got another one on my leg.
Oh yeah,
beautiful,
show yeah,
hey?
stand up.
Stand up. Get it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For our YouTube watchers, that's a masterpiece. Yeah.
Oh,
Super
the
special.
artist was amazing, and it's just it's her art at the same time. But I love just like representing my culture, and like obviously as I said, being in Australia, it's so hard to connect. But I think like a lot of Māori people these days are having tamokos to represent like your family, where you come from, and just have like the history behind your family like on your skin. So that one's really cool. I got
Got a few little bits. Don't
this
you?
one says Kia Kaha, so
Yes.
do you know what that means?
Kia kaha. I had a Kiwi netball coach. Stand tall, be strong.
Pretty much.
Yeah?
Like, there's no.
Great.
Yeah, wow, that's a great
Applause
memory.
of
Yeah.
I love
for the
Kia
thing.
kaha.
Aw.
It pretty much means like no matter what happens, like keep your head up, like keep moving forward, like whatever obstacles you face or however hard like things may get, like just stand tall and like be strong. And I think it's got a like really deep meaning, and like I have it on my wrist because on game day I used to like just write it on my wrist.
Yeah, okay.
And then whenever like things got tough in their game, it's just a little bit of a reminder, but now it's like a permanent reminder.
Yeah.
Just with anything.
Yeah.
Every
in
day.
life. Yeah.
Yeah. So cool.
Yeah, I got a couple other like home jobs.
is what it
so,
is.
Yeah. This one's- it is what it is.
Jessie
yeah.
actually tattoos.
That's
She's
your
got a
vibe.
gun.
Yeah.
It is what
That's
it is.
Yeah.
It's her vibe.
Yeah.
She's got a tattoo gun. She
Yeah.
has a few.
Do
So if you ever
random
want,
one.
one, cheat.
Dangerous.
Never ask me after I've had a cheeky lemonade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheeky
I'll be like,
lemonade.
yeah, okay, that's a great idea. My mum and dad will die.
Yeah.
As long as they're not on my face for the
Nah,
job.
No.
I wouldn't do that to you.
It's usually the feet.
Oh, yeah,
go
okay.
to.
Makeup covers it anyway.
This
so
is true.
might as
Yeah,
well.
you're fine.
Special makeup.
This is why you're podcast. Oh, the camera's here. Sorry, the camera's here.
So the camera's off.
3. Any inspo? Any words of inspiration before we let you go?
Inspo. I reckon whatever you're dreaming of doing, whatever you want to do, like, it's yours. It already exists. The life you want exists, the car you want exists, the money you want. So just go for it, go get it, make it yours. Because you can.
Yeah, I love that.
Nice
Belle's like my biggest inspiration. Like, well, not the biggest inspiration. Let me reframe.
My head is growing
when
this
I
much.
need when I need like big inspiration, like I just come to
Boss.
Belle and she just like hypes me up and just tells me all the things I'm good at. But I just say like same thing, like whatever dreams you've got, like you just have to keep pursuing it and keep grinding at it, and like I know never give up is like a really cliche kind of saying, but it's so true. It's like whenever things get hard or you think like you can't achieve it, you just got to keep going. Like as you said, you got like you know what you want to do, but it's like a work in progress to get there. It's like
Just got to trust.
yeah,
Trust that you're
trust the
going right.
process. keep grinding away and hustle hard.
I got another one. Oh, I said this one to you guys.
Should we put
Why
some
why
background
frown?
music on?
You put some music on.
Okay. No.
Why frown when someone could be falling in love with your smile?
Oh!
Stop it.
Well, we'll end on that note whilst we're all smiling. Belle Dawes, Jessie Wardlaw, thank you
Yeah.
so much
Thanks.
for coming on
Thanks
Real
for having us.
Talk. It
Thanks
has
for having
been
us.
awesome.
Yeah.
And for everybody listening, make sure you rate and review 5 stars only.
5
5
stars.
stars.
6 stars if you can.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you need Apple and Spotify need to create
Yeah.
6
6
star
stars,
Yeah.
reviews.
Write a
For
review.
Real Talk.
Yes. And also follow the Sistergood on
Yeah.
Instagram. They've also got a website. You can check out everything that the Brisbane Lions women have to offer outside of footy as well. And a big thanks to Workplace Law, Shane and Athena. We appreciate you so much. Any of the cameras. But in all seriousness, if you do need any help in the law environment, or you just need some representation or help with contracts, they've got you covered. And we're super grateful that we have them on board for Real Talk, so we can have conversations like this with 2 legends. We're out until next Tuesday. Have a good one.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.